Hey friends, Dee-man Johnson III here. You know, when a normal person goes through their midlife crisis, they probably buy a car that was nostalgic to them when they were younger. What do? I make this YouTube channel. This is Dee-man Johnson III, and today we're going to talk about James and Metalia from 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way.
Lantainya saja.
Oh, you still live floor.
Ini air conditioner.
Air conditioner.
I love how James is like, yep, acting like he knows what he's saying, but you know that he has no idea what he's saying. He's just pointing up. He's like, yeah, it looks nice, even though it's just two different conversations going. It's always so fun to me to see people do things like this.
There's nothing done in this room. It looks like I'm stepping into a prison.
Okay. Let's look up the average Indonesian room. I just want to see what the average room looks like in Indonesia. And if it looks like this or worse than this, I'm going to call James a little prissy pants, okay? James, it's not looking too good. Average Indonesian room. Man, they're showing me some goddamn palaces. Okay, so let's see. These are all condos and vacation places. I wrote average Indonesian room, not freaking the Airbnb. Got Airbnbs make my place look nice. You can't show me condos and Airbnbs and stuff like that. Oh, whatever. I say stop bitching. You got a place to rest your head at night, and they're gonna put in air conditioning. What more do you want, James? How about, I don't know, an income? Is that what you're gonna say next? Next thing you know, you're gonna wanna pay off your debt?
Right now, I would never be able to sleep, not in this room.
You little princess. You can sleep in that room. You just put a little air mattress in there, put a little fan over your head, and you're good to go. Maybe get a little drunk in case you can't go to bed at night. You know, that always helps me whenever I have like this anxiety wall that's like this high. It's just take a few drinks. Or you can do what Jamie does on 90 Day UKs and just start licking the windows. There's so many windows to lick. So little time.
Ayahnya bisa bahasa Indonesia, tapi mamanya nggak bisa.
Toilet. Oh iya, itu
Lizard.
namanya.
Is that his nervous laugh?
I will take your
Why are you laughing?
because it's so scary and I get so nervous.
So you're nervous about geckos? You get as nervous from a little gecko crawling on the wall than you do getting your cut off? Priorities, man. Priorities. You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about getting my schlong cut off. You know what I'm not worried about? Maybe it's because I came from Texas. Texas has so many geckos everywhere. So this is fun. My wife is not used to spiders at all because we're in the Midwest. We had a Mexican vacation, and when we went to Mexico, she saw a lizard, and she was like, "Wow!" She was freaking out, and I'm just like, "Yeah, it's just a lizard." Grabbed it, tossed it outside. There you go. And then we were walking, and we saw an iguana, and even I freaked out. I'm like, "Okay, I can handle lizards, but I can't handle Fallout mutated lizards." Jesus Christ! These things were like this big, just running around everywhere, acting like they own the place. Enough about lizards.
Cicak.
Cicak?
Iya.
Cicak.
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 Itu, iya.
I'm going to try to learn. I want to learn.
No, you don't. If you wanted to learn how to speak the language, you would have done it within the 5 years that you were married to Metalia.
Saya mau mengerti bahasa Indonesia.
Well, I mean, at least he knows more than what I thought he did.
Ya,
Ya.
harus bisa.
Harus bisa bahasa Indonesia.
James sama Tata.
Yeah, but you're gonna find out James is horrible at keeping his promises. He also promised y'all a grandchild, which is, you know, it's part of their culture, having kids, and then the kids take care of y'all when you're older. But check this out. He lied. He doesn't want kids. God, that could be a major deal breaker. Anybody who wants kids and then it's just no kids. That would be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I'm surprised Metalia is staying with this guy. But I mean, You can't say it's for the green card because she doesn't even want to stay in America. So what is it? It's love. It's freaking love. We found our first relationship that runs on love in this fucking show. See, Angela and Michael. Angela says Michael was scamming her, but Angela wanted free Young Dong. And you already know Young Dong is never free.
Biar bisa komunikasinya lancar. Ingat dulu pernah janji kepengen bahasa Indonesia?
And do you remember? I like that. I wish I could do that with my kids. Like, do you remember when I told you to clean your room? It just seems like I'm about to have a panic attack or I'm ticking out. Like, the room's still not clean.
Masih ingat?
You remember that you
Yeah,
promise?
I do. Yeah, I need to make it happen. I
Yeah,
need to
nanti
do
aku
it.
5 tahun yang lalu.
That was 5 years ago.
Wah,
Oh, yeah, it was 5 years ago, dude. If you say you were going to learn a language, you could have learned it in 5 years, especially if your partner speaks the language. Shoot. My midlife crisis, I'm trying to learn Japanese. Not for any reason because I want to speak it to people, just because I want to play Dragon Quest X.
Too long. Too long. It's disturbingly clear that the 3 promises are still important to them.
Oh my god, promises are important to people. Who would have known, especially your in-laws? That's why I don't promise my in-law crap. In-laws.
They realize now that I don't speak the language. I will do my best now, and I will learn.
Now that you're confronting me, I'll do the thing that I promised to do 5 years ago. Honestly, I thought you'd forget. But you dang Indonesians in your memory, you remember everything. So, guess I'll do it. That should buy me 5 years.
I still have no way and don't know how I'm going to take care of Tata. So the pressure's on and it's stressful right now. Maaf.
I mean, the dad looks cool. He's just like, yeah. You know, it's fine. It's whatever. I don't care. Yeah, the dad doesn't seem too bothered though by his facial expression, but I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure that he wanted James to learn the language. It's kind of insane that he didn't learn the language yet. What's more crazy is this new episode. So they came up and they told the parents about that they want to move in there, and James was all worried. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to tell them that we're going to move in there." And then the mom's like, "This is amazing news. Only because the youngest child is supposed to take care of the parents, and Miss Aphilioma is the youngest child, so they're super excited because that means that they'll have a lot of help at their job, and then that free labor, I guess, and also it means that she'll be there to take care of them, which I don't think James knows about. I think James is looking for his own place, and then something crazy happened. They started making the banana chips, and she's like, James found out he could only make $1 per bag. He's like, this isn't that lucrative. And then they told the parents about the debt that he's collected because he has a car back. This is how dumb James is. He's moving to Indonesia, but he paid a crap ton to get a car repaired back in the States that he plans to never go back to. And he still owes money on it, and it's still in the States. What is the point, James? Why do you have a car in the States? Why do you have debt going over to Indonesia? God, you're such an idiot, James. And then it ended with Miss Aphilioma kissing her mom's feet, asking for forgiveness, even though everybody seemed really happy at the time. But James got all weird and was like, I want you to take control of this conversation. I want you to take... She doesn't know what to say, James. I don't know how I feel about James. At first I thought Miss Aphilioma was going to be the piece of crap. But now it's pretty clear that it's all James, baby. It's all James. Anyway, this is Dee-man Johnson III saying that I'm proud of you and you're doing a great job, so keep it up. Until next time, just remember, I didn't have anything said. I don't know why I should tell you to just remember. Just be cool. Be awesome, man. Go with the flow. Oh. So all this morning, I was outraged. Okay, all this morning I've been trying to order Dragon Quest X, which is a Japan-only product. So I had to get a Japan address, I had to get a Japan Amazon, and then I had to get a Japan Square Enix page. I got all figured out, and then I made the purchase, and my bank flagged it. So I called up my bank, and I'm like, hey, I'm buying stuff from Japan, so don't flag it. And they're like, cool. So I made the purchase again. I hope installing the translator is easy. If not, I got a phone holder. I'm just going to put my phone in the phone holder and put Google Translate on that thing. I don't care anymore. I've been wanting to play this game for 10 years, and now's the time. All right, that's all.